You're unmuted. Right.
You can start now.
Okay. Admit all. Recordings in
In
progress.
about visit the coach.
Admit all now. So
Go on. If somebody else come in, shall I join in too? If somebody else, I mean, what will you join them? Somewhere?
yeah,
Hold on. Where's my picture? Where's me?
let's change it. It's fine. You need to your.
Where's me? They can't see me. They can see me your screen.
They can't see you.
They can't see me. They need to see me too. Sorry. In the corner.
They can. It's just change it.
Hello, dear friends. Good evening and good morning and good afternoon to wherever part you are in. Today we're going to talk about bioresonance, the importance of bioresonance in our life, the importance of bioresonance in the life of modern man. So health is the greatest value for both the individual and society as a whole. In global healthcare, we are witnessing the formation of a statement. Despite the success of therapy, many internal diseases have reached pandemic levels, affecting almost 60 to 80% of the adult population of the planet. We are taking primarily about non-communicable diseases, cardiovascular diseases. We're talking about cancers. We're talking about diabetes. We're talking about the failure of treatment, of which nullifies other achievements of modern medicine. We're talking about chronic non-communicable diseases. They kill 41 million people every year, of which 15 million are young people. It does make you think about it. And modern evidence-based medicine still considers the disease only in the changes of the material macro and microcosm, ignoring the facts that the human being and its essence is an information energetical formation. This is we all forget about. Today, scientific and technical prerequisites for transition to a qualitatively new level of diagnostic and therapy with the use of methods based on the assessment of bioelectromagnetic parameters of the human body have been created. This direction has a 700-year path of the development, but it is still not recognized by official medicine. In the body of a healthy person, in the cells of all organs, there is a difference of potential, different electric charge inside and outside the cell membrane. The discovery of electric current is a natural phenomenon in the human body and graphic registration of physiological electric currents. So we're talking about electrocardiography, electroencephalography, electromyography, and etc. became the first step towards understanding the energy component of the human body. So you can see on the right side the pictures of 3 different auras. And the first one, the ill person has got breaks in his aura. The immune system suffering because of the not very healthy way of lifestyle and you can see a lot of loss of psychomatic energy. The second one is a healthy person, and he emanates even not such a lovely even aura, which means it's got a very strong potential of psychomatic energy. It's well balanced, well harmonized. On the right side, you will see an ill person, which has got different emanation of aura and unbalanced energy at different parts of his body. And that causes the fire illnesses like allergies, mainly caused by unbalanced psychomatic energy. So those are examples. And the second step was the discovery of Alexander Gurevich, who established that there is an electromagnetic field around a multicellular organism that is created by single cells. So each cell will be emanating the energy. Thus, the existence of the electromagnetic field of the human body was recognized and so called auras. We all heard about auras, and we all have got different auras, and when we are all well balanced, happy, our aura changes to an amazing shape of an egg without any breakages, emanating leveled everywhere, harmonized emanation of all different areas from which coming out, the energy coming out from all our organs. So if we, for example, had a bad night's sleep, or we had some kind of vampire around us sucking out our energy, and we do experience disbalance, this is where we would have a completely different aura. It would be broken down. It would be changed to similar pictures as you see. And especially in those places where we have breakages, that's going to be the most suffering organs. So in the 50s of the last century, the first photograph of the aura was taken by Dr. Kirlian using the gas discharge visualization method and so-called Kirlian effect. So further development of this direction made it possible to create in the 70s the first devices for express diagnostic of diseases based on measuring the electrical potentials of human tissues by contact. Reinhold Wald, Helmut Schimmel, Hilda Clark, they used alternative voltages in the frequency range from 0 to 10,000 hertz. But these devices were bulky, expensive, with not entirely accurate measurement parameters, and therefore they were not widely used. On the right side, you can see a slide, which didn't come out very clear, but you can see that these are devices similar to what we have on our website. They've got electrodes, they've got a bigger formation of test where the test actually happening. And it's got hands electrodes and similar to what we have on Breeze in so now obviously they are much more modern, and we'll look through devices a bit later. The direction received a second wind thanks to the research of Royal Raymond Rife, who created equipment for non-contact therapy. Using a dark field microscope, he compiled a table of frequencies of all microorganisms and acting on them using the method of resonant frequencies led this microorganism to destruction. So what is bioresonance? Resonance, which means response, is the excitation of vibrations of one body by vibrations of another of the same frequency. The example of it could be in our normal world, say swings, where you try to swing yourself by yourself. You have to catch the frequency of the swing, and that will help the swing start moving faster and faster. Or the bridge, where if you start, for example, marching, if a whole brigade of soldiers or a lot of people start marching in the same leg frequency, the bridge will start shaking and moving. So when two frequencies come together, they will create resonance. And by resonance, so the main idea of using resonance in medicine is that the correct selection of the frequency and form of electromagnetic influence, it is possible to enhance physiological and weaken pathological fluctuations in the human body. The bioresonance therapy, BRT, that's what we call, method is based on this effect. So basically the scientists and doctors, they measured the healthy frequencies of our organs. For example, the heart has got certain frequency, which is healthy frequency. And if a heart is underworking, so it will create less beats in the same time. Or if it's overworking, obviously it will be beating too fast. So they know, but when they do the scan, the scanner measures the frequency of each organ and determines whether it's working as a norm, whether it's overworking or underworking. And then you can see the root of the problem, what's causing. Maybe some organs underworking because they're inflamed. Then we will see the reason why is it inflamed. They possible that there is a parasite sitting in certain organs and it's feeding of it. It's stealing its energy. It's stealing its vitamins, nutrition, and normal blood circulation. So the organ cannot perform 100% anymore. The organ will be performing 70 or 60%, all depends. So the scanner is amazing because the scanner will show you in just a couple of minutes everything you need to know about your body. And if you need more tests, it will indicate that certain areas have to be checked. So then, for example, when we do the scan and there is indication for higher sugar diabetes, the specialist might send you to the doctors to get your sugar levels examined, or there may be some indication of poor blood circulation in your brain, which could be caused by some traumatic trauma of head. So we will then maybe send you for MMR for more precise examination. But the scanner will give you the most important outlets of your health. It will show you your condition of your head organs. It will show you condition of your lungs, your digestive system, your genital system, your joints and bones, and microflora, which will tell you what exactly do we have inside our body, what kind of, because we all have got our microflora, but some people have got too many of certain kinds, which can cause a problem. So they overtaking your organism rather than creating a healthy immune system resistance, they will be affecting our organs to, or our whole body in general, not to work as efficient as it should have been. Then the scanner will show you aura. The scanner will show you the chakras. It will show you if there is anything blockages in the body. And that's important because if the blockage is happening in our bodies, then we don't have very good blood circulation, again, nutrition. And in long term, if that's keep happening, you start feeling the side effects. You start feeling pains and aches. You will start feeling all sorts of uncomfortable feelings. And this when we start getting ill. And that's when we go to the doctors. But having a scanner, you can actually prevent and also do indication of what's going wrong, why is it going wrong, and how to fix it. For fixing, I will tell you later, is we have 2 devices that we're offering on our site, and any of you can have it if you don't have it yet. It's an amazing invention. Thank God for these scientists and medics who managed to discover and managed to help so many people in the world to get rid and prevent from a lot of illnesses. Now, the interesting thing, each emotion, we're talking about psychosomatic health, whether we know or not, each feeling, each emotion has got also its vibration. So when we're happy, we vibrate at different level, where when we're unhappy, it will be a completely different vibration too. So on the left side, there are slides which I couldn't translate in from Russian to English, but I will tell you what they mean. So you see the system level acceleration from 0.01 to 0.09. So if you look on the left side, and they are talking about organs level from 0.1 to 0.9 hertz, physiological level from 1 to 9 hertz, tissue level 10 hertz to 90, and intercellular level from 100 to 900 hertz. And the last one is a nuclear level, where starts from 1000 hertz to 10,000 hertz. So our vibrations, our emotions on the left side, we see happiness. When we are happy, we vibrate at 205 hertz. Then happiness leads to unconditional love, which is vibrating at 150. It leads to love from your heart, and that's 147 hertz. Then it goes compassion. Sorry, what did I do? Sorry. Compassion will vibrate at 144 hertz. Then it leads to unity. Unity will vibrate at 50 hertz. And then gratefulness. Gratefulness vibrates at 46 hertz. And then acceptance and optimism will vibrate at 38 hertz. So you can see the happiness is the top for human beings. And then on the contrary, on the right side, you see spiral. And it starts with irritation, which vibrates at 3,500 hertz, 3.5. Then you feel sorry for yourself. That vibration goes to 3. The next one, it leads to a feeling of being above everyone, and it's 1.9. Then you feel vibration of when you don't really respect or anyone's opinion, and that vibrates at 1.5. The next, it will lead you to the next level of anger and pride, and that will be vibrating at 0.9. Then it leads the next spiral to offense and lies, which will vibrate at 0.6 to 3.5 hertz. Then it brings you to a fear and feeling guilty feeling, which vibrates about 0.6 to 0.3 and 5. But the next emotion, it will lead to death, and vibration of death is 0.2, 2.2. So you can see how different all these vibrations are, and obviously they will be felt by all different feelings which we all humans can experience, but we are in control in our emotions. We should be looking at the spiral on the left, because that's a much healthier way to feel the emotions, and obviously you don't have the ramifications. Sometimes we get annoyed with somebody and then we feel all this feeling which is on the right. But what we forget is it leads to illnesses. It leads to fear and feeling guilty, and we're still not resolving the problem. So we need to find somewhere in the middle, closer to the left, how to sort out our problems, how to overcome our difficulties or our struggles, but keeping this spiral always in our mind. And whenever we start feeling any of this, we know where we're going. From here, spiral leading us to a very bad place we don't want to be. Now, the next slide will show some of our devices. And there are so many non-contact bioresonance devices on the market that use Ralph's frequencies, Ralph's discoveries. So one of them is on the right side, and it's Biomedis Trinity. It's been improved greatly since it's been developed first. It was to start with just 2 languages. It's now 9 languages. It's got over 200 programs. A lot of people had over the years fantastic results to prevent and treat them. When I say treat, we putting our body in the best possible way to get it into healing. Because in the end of the day, we don't do the healing. The healing comes from within from each one of you. Each one of us has got our immune system who does the healing. All we're doing is to supporting your immune system. We are putting your body and your whole being into condition where it can get healed the best. So we're supporting immune system to make the right decision for your body, which is get back to healing. Now, in this device, modulation frequency from 0 to 100,000 hertz, carrier frequencies from 1 and 0.5 hertz to 30 millihertz. The uniqueness of Biomedis devices is that they use the principle of multi-frequency synchronization. So in the same program, the frequencies created, which will be affecting different parts of the body, several organs at the same time of the treatment. And with other words, there is a coordination and one linking of several different frequencies into one single whole mode in multi-level information energy matrix of a person. On the bottom, you can see on our scanner, and the scanner is amazing, absolutely amazing. And it's probably the cheapest scanner made in the world. It's express test. It's not made for necessarily people who got medical profession. It's for to use if to everyone. As long as you get your scanner, we help you if you need any help to download the program and the training. We've got videos on the training as well, how to download and read your scan. It's pretty easy, but we always send you extra information on how to look at your own scan, and you can start doing scans for your friends, for your family. You can help many other people wherever you meet them. If you heard somebody complaining about certain conditions, I mean, I do, for example, I go to the health club and I hear a lot of people complaining on all sorts of things, from migraines and headaches to backaches and joint pain. And I just invite them to come for a scan, a bioresonance scan. Most of them never heard anything about bioresonance, how it works, what does it do. And I give them a little introduction. Most important things that it's non-invasive and it's not radiation. It doesn't have any radiation, which is I don't know, a lot human friendly, and doesn't have any side effects. It's an amazing piece of work where you can also test your creams, your food, your supplements, and you will know what's the most effective for you, because you can get nowadays our world is absolutely overwhelmed. The amount of certain variety of different intakes, vitamins and supplements, but we are not exactly sure which one is for us. So you can actually test individually the supplements that you want to purchase and see the difference in your aura before and after taking it. And normally, if it is for you, it will show the improvement. And if it's not for you, it might even do some damage, or it doesn't do anything for you. So just a waste of money for you and time. The other device, which is not couldn't fit in the screen, but you can see it on our website, it looks a lot like scanner itself, because it came from the same inventor, and it's called Orion, and it has got exactly similar hand electrodes, feet electrodes, and it's got two more attachment, one for water charge, and the other one is for cosmetological and pain relief attachment. So you got 4 attachment with that. It works differently to Trinity, because Trinity is a radio frequency, as we already mentioned, but our Orion is the device which works on electromagnetic frequencies. It was used very widely by Hilda Clark, and those who know about her, or you don't know, take a look on YouTube. Hilda Regent Clark was the owner of the clinic in Canada, and she was treating all sorts of different illnesses. She was a PhD naturopath, and she was using similar devices to treat all sorts of conditions, and including horrific cancers. And she had an extremely large amount of people being cured. She was using detox and then releasing the tumors when the human was just getting rid of all sorts of different cancers and different illnesses, which is a very, very powerful device as well. I've got a special passion for that device, is because I treated my own son from Lyme disease when he was bitten as a baby, and he had a scar on his shoulder because I didn't know any bioresonance device. I didn't know anything about bioresonance, and I had to use a steroid cream, which was prescribed. So it did take the burn finally away, but the child left with the scarring. And as he was growing up, he had accumulated in his lymph nodes on the neck. This is where the poison went from the bite. And as he was growing up, the lymph nodes were getting bigger too. So it came by the time he was 5, 6 years old, he had almost hanging lymph nodes, very visible, maybe like a quail egg. And everybody was saying to me, well, why don't you take your child to the doctor? Because, he has got enlarged tonsils. That's what they were saying. And of course, I did take him many times, but nobody seemed to recognize the connection between the bite of the tick, which happened many, many years ago, 4 5 years ago. And he had all symptoms of Lyme disease. And when I started doing treatment on him, started with the finger, the virus gone 95% down straight after the second day. I was so shocked. And then on the seventh day, his body disposed of the poison through the skin. He had for 3 days rash over his body, and it got cleared completely 3 days later. And when I was playing with him, I realized that his neck was completely clean, and he stopped staggering, and his health much improved because he was having a lot of problems. So it is very personal for me. You guys have to try, different devices and see what works for you, but they both work amazingly. It just they completely emanate different frequencies, but they all work with bioresonance. So the principle of multi-level frequency, going back to Trinity, was implemented in the Trinity device thanks to the simultaneation operation of free emitted in the device corrective frequencies enter the body at 3 levels. So they enter through blood vessels, nerve fibers, biologically active points, through the water matrix, and the cellular and intercellular levels. As a result, the efficiency of Berta increases significantly. I've got next slide, which is so I'll answer the questions in the end if you don't mind. So we just finish with the rest of information, which is not too long now. So through the multi-level frequency synchronization technologies, Trinity also implements methods for correcting psychomatic pathologies and transcranial stimulation. These techniques are used in complexes of the fourth mode of influence for the correction of such psychomatic pathologies as reduction of stress effects. And we know, all of us know what stress means. It causes a lot of bad effects on the body, and it causes spasms, and it causes all sorts of pains and aches and headaches. Rapid relaxation, where you feel really great and chilled and relaxed. Relieving fatigue. A lot of people got different fatigues. They feel different feelings, but it comes down to no energy, no bad mood, and just they don't know how to help themselves. Improvement of memory and intellectual functions. In complex therapy of attention deficit disorder, normalization of sleep, which a lot of people suffering with insomnia, with breaking down sleep, and of course, reducing levels of anxiety and depression, which is again is a big thing to overcome, and a lot of people suffering with it. The effect on the body follows the same principle that the brain itself uses to maintain homeostasis. The deep ancient structures of the human brain, which are responsible for managing the reserve and hidden capabilities of the body, are stimulated. Okay. Okay, so the next one Of the interest of the third mode, due to which there is an influence on the basal rhythms of the body, which the original basic deep rhythms of person develop during evolution. And complexes for mode 3 are used both as a monocorrection and in conjunction with modes 1 and 2 for any deviation in the functioning of the body and for prevention of diseases. All modes use technology to scan and identify the resonant absorption frequencies of the body, which constantly change their values. Trinity constantly adapts to these changes during the impact process and maintains an adequate frequency of impact with corrective signals. Thanks to this, corrective frequencies penetrates the body unhindered, act deeper and with a greater efficiency. As standard, the devices already contains more than 200 therapeutic programs, as I mentioned, and it's also possible to create individual programs based on the results of bioresonance testing. The correction is carried out in sessions. A session is a one-time exposure to a certain set of programs. If necessary, several sessions per day can be performed. To obtain result, as a rule, of course, of sessions, a course of sessions is required. I mean, everyone is quite different and everybody vibrates at different frequencies. So we can never say 100% how quick it will show, it will do the effect for you, the desirable result. However, we've heard over the years, many years, different people were talking about different results. Some felt it in minutes, the minute they put the device, and a few minutes later they could already feel the calmness, relaxation. Some people took time. It also depends on your condition. It depends how receptive you are to frequencies, but all people gets the result. It's just a matter of being persistent and using it in with open mind so that you can get and share your results afterwards. Okay, so as I mentioned, it's over 200 therapeutic programs. It's also possible to create individual programs based on the results of bioresonance testing. So if you do have a scanner or you have somebody with the scanner that you can do your measurement, your express test, you can then ask us to help you to create individual programs. If you don't have the scanner, we can do it still, but by your complaints, which is obviously, we will be working more precisely when you have a scanner. However, a lot of people who had, for example, different problems with their health, like headaches or migraines or herpes, were saying that when we created program for them, suddenly, they start feeling that they don't have these symptoms anymore. They don't have these illnesses over time. So the correction is carried out in sessions. A session is a one-time exposure to a certain set of programs. If necessary, several sessions per day can be performed. And to obtain results, as a rule, a course of session is required. The average correction course is 14 to 21 days. It is advisable to take a break of several days between courses, just so that the bacteria can get used to the same frequency, and it's much more healthier for everyone, for you to rest from any frequencies, for bacteria and viruses forgot what they were getting exposed to. So when you restart your treatment, it will be as effective, because as believe it or not, and you probably do know that bacteria and viruses can mute and mutate, and to escape that, we do have breaks. And of course, today bioresonance technologies are widely used not only in therapeutic and diagnostic aspect, but also in various wellness programs. We will talk about how to use how to use and combine this bioresonance complexes in health programs in the following webinars. And that is it for now. I tried to make it to 40 minutes, not to abuse your time with too much information. Okay, yeah, so no problem at all. If any questions, I'm happy to answer. You can write to me in the chat now. If you don't have any questions, and you might not think about straight away about something now, but you can get a recording, and if something else comes to your mind that you are not sure about or want to get more information, we'll be happy to clarify and get in touch with you. But most important is that if you still don't have your devices, do check it out on our website. Take a look at the description, decide which one is for you. They're completely different devices, but they do amazing job in helping you to fix yourself. Anything from starting from the infections, colds, flus, all sorts of different coronas and similar to illnesses, all sorts of birds flus and other things are in those devices. Tonsillitis is very unpleasant because it's affecting so many people first as soon as they get some infection, and you can't swallow, you can't eat, you got temperature, you got body aches, you got lots of consequence things following one after another due to one infection, and it spreads. So our devices put stop to this spreading. You don't have to go through the whole circle. You finish it right then at the sore throat, at the tonsillitis, and you don't have to suffer if you don't need to, put it this way. And of course, we do say take good supplements, take antibacterial supplements like tea tree oil, like propolis, like a lot of detox products out there as well. So together, combination devices with natural ingredients to feed, to detoxify your body will do the best result. Always remember, because the tests were done, 4 groups were created, where one was using just traditional medicine, the other one were using just herbal intakes, the other one was just using Bioresonance devices, and the 4th most successful group was combination of both natural ingredients as well as Bioresonance devices. So don't wait, go to the website, take a look which device for you, and we will be happy to help you how to use it correctly if you need any help, and we'll be happy to give you a head start and lead you all the way so that you can get amazing results, that you can be another testimony to a nature, getting yourself well, getting yourself better with no chemicals, unnecessary chemicals, and getting yourself better to a point where your body should have been there from the very beginning. And this is so important. This is the testimony. Okay, so I've got one question from Lydia Petrova. I've already bought the device. I haven't scanned myself, but I am using the frequencies to kill bacteria and parasites. How long is the course for this? Now, to detoxify yourself, we would say it should be a minimum of 2 weeks, but in different conditions, it could be up to probably a couple of months. So it depends what your condition. If it's a very severe condition, say skin disorder, which takes sometimes, if it's a chronic condition for years, it could take time to clear itself out. However, some people get results very, very quick, but we just want to make sure that you know that it's about 2 weeks. And please charge the water is so important, because before the treatment, you should drink water. After the treatment, you should drink water. And it's because you need to take out the toxins, help your body to get rid of the toxins, so that you feel energetic. Because some people forget or don't drink water, and then they feel tired, lethargic, because of the toxins cluttering your body systems. And once you start getting rid of it, you will feel that on your own body performance. So if you did buy a device, once a day would be enough. I would say do not overload your body. Give it a chance, because all you did is you press the button for body to start detoxing, and the body you started the process itself. It's very smart. All we need to do is just to give it a push in the right direction. That's what device will do. So don't overdo it. Do it slowly. Make sure you drink water and maybe some other detoxifying products like black charcoal, and there's so many different other products to help your body. But don't overdo it, because there's no need. There's no rush. You just take your time. Body will tell you what it needs in time. You're very welcome, and we're here to help. Don't be shy. If you need any more questions, just write to us. I'm really looking forward to hear the testimonies. So mode 1 will be one antenna working, and mode 2 will be 2 antennas. It depends on your body, how you responsive. I spoke to somebody today, and they said that they're very sensitive, and they want to start from the little to grow into more modes and stronger signals. So listen to your body, see how you feel. Start with mode 1, and if you feel good, you can put mode 2 and increase the strength of signal. Listen to your body, and your body is the best judge of how you feel. Do not go crazy on it. So just help it, and you'll get amazing results. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic evening. And thank you for listening all. Take care. See you soon again. Bye.